All right, Miles out in Ben Salem. Scope of work is going to be, so they want a price on aeration and overseeding of the property. In addition, they have some spots where a tree was taken out, so it's not super heavy with the wood chips, but there's definitely some that we want to rake out and bring in a little bit of fresh screen topsoil. Just trying your best to get the wood chips portion of it out and leaving a lot of the dirt. And then also out front, which I'll walk, just ripping out of a couple bushes. So starting here in the back, I guess I should have brought my tape measure, but this is probably 36. Maybe it's a little wider, like a 40, but probably gonna need to use the walk behind for the backyard for the aeration. But here's the area where you'd have to rake out some of the wood chips, bring in a little bit of topsoil, spread it, seed. Yard's in pretty rough shape in terms of weeds and such, so they really need like a weed treatment. But you start with that, aeration everywhere, overseeding. There's a lot of problem areas where it's kind of bare, so just throw extra seed in those areas. Try to hit them a little harder if you can. Even some of the spots that are along the fence, because they did mention that in the email, because it died out. You won't be able to obviously hit it great with the aerator, but if you have the rakes already out, the metal tip ones or something, you can bust up the soil just a little bit, just right along the fence line, and then throw a little extra seed, and then obviously aerate everything you can. The new area with the topsoil, you don't need to aerate it, no point in it. But yeah, so that's the backyard. Topsoil, seed, starter fert. Could even probably put some starter fert and some hay in these really bare spots as well, and then everywhere else just let it roll. This is probably them as well, so you're not going to be able to aerate a ton because there's roots here, but I guess just might as well hit it. Then you got the whole apron here to hit with the aerator, aeration over seed. And then moving to the front here. All right, and then out front, I don't know if there used to be a tree here or not, or just died, but definitely here, you got thicker on the wood chips. Want to rake out a good bit of that. You got access to it pretty well here, but rake out some of this, bring in some fresh green topsoil. It's already kind of hump-like, so you won't be able to bring in a ton, but just want to get something for it attached to. Because like I said, there's just a ton of wood chips and such in here we'd have to get out first. And then aeration overseed is a bit of a lumpy, kind of hilly yard. Hit this area a little harder if you can. If we want to hook them up and just throw some starter fert in these really bare spots in the front as well. And then topsoil, seed, obviously there. And then I'm waiting on confirmation, but for ripping bushes out, I believe it's just these two small ones out front of the window. If anything changes with that, just check the email notes. But I think we're leaving all this alone, just ripping those two out and then ripping that one out. You can chain them up if you need be, or just that might be easier, just pickaxe them out. Yeah, and that's it.